Hello, traders. Welcome to this live webinar with Elite Currency. My name is Chris Forsik, and with us a special guest, Mislav Nikolic from Bull Capital here, going to explain the newest EA from him, Rush EA. It's a fully automated trading system, and we're looking forward to hear more about it from Mislav himself. First of all, I wanted to quickly explain to you what you could expect in this webinar. Well, basically, we're going to talk about the strategy details. We're going to talk about the live trading results so far. We're going to talk about the back testing and how to join. So very straightforward. You'll get all the details in this webinar. Plus, of course, later on, we'll also discuss who is the lucky winner of the raffle. One trader will be the have the ability to trade the rental version for 6 months. It's a pure random pick, winner randomly picked basically. And to participate, you need to write on the Facebook page, I believe. So with no longer ado, let's get started and talk about all the details with regard to the Rush EA trading. So let me invite now Mislav Nikolic with me. I'm going to do that right here, right now. And let's see if we can hear Mislav. Hi, Mislav.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mislav. Yes, I can hear you. I actually realized that I had my microphone on mute. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Okay. Just please confirm me. Can you see my screen?
No. Let's actually close my video. And can you share the screen?
Okay, just a second. Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, it's working.
Okay, great. Hello, everybody. My name is Mislav Nikolic. I am very excited to present you Rush EA. It is actually based on Ultima grounds, but it's made to be much faster. So results will also come much faster for you. It is traded on 5 minutes time frame on same pair as Ultima EA. That is euro dollar. It is also fully automated system, so there is no manual work for you whatsoever. If you are renting it, so you need only to set up your risk size, and that is about all. There is in average 3 setups per day. So you also see a big difference from the Ultima, where there was in average one trade per day. So you can expect around 15 trades weekly, which is really a nice number for you. You will see much volatility in your trading account. It also use very solid methods, very logical rules. It also use swings, stop loss, take profit, also use dynamic risk management. That also means that it will trail not only stop loss, but it will actually move targets. If some of you are already using Russian here with us, you could notice that actually happened a few times recently. Same actually as with Ultima EA. So there are many similarities, but not everything is, of course, the same. System was adapted to lower time frame. The logic is similar, but whole system was made to move much quicker, and it doesn't need a large trend. So This is how system works. We need trend, not large one like on a higher time frame. Then we need breakout and retracement. After retracement, we need the continuation, and then we get signal. For that, we use special filters, specially made for this EEA, which will detect the perfect condition for a trade. Also, system use Bullseye, that is Fibonacci indicator that measure not only our target, but also check zone at which we are currently. So if system wants to enter too late on a swing, it will skip the trade, because it will check if price just went too far. System also, like I said, use dynamic trade management, which means that it will always check size of your current balance, and it will risk what you tell him to risk. Either is it 1% of your account, 3%, 5%. And so if you, let's say, start with 1,000 euros, you with 5% risk, you can lose maximum of 50 euros. Its system also use stealth orders. That means that it's actually type of the pending orders, but which you will not see. There are reasons why I made this, but it's not that important for you. It's more related to the brokers. Some brokers doesn't allow pending orders, so I wanted all clients to be able to use it with any broker. This is example of free trades that we had. This is 544 EMA. This is the main bouncing spot for Rush EA. So we need a clear bounce of this zone, retracement, bounce, and continuation. This is the signal. Same happened here and here. System will not use more than 3 signals per day. So, for example, if this is the same, happened the same day, actually this signal would be skipped. There is also one more reason why this will be skipped. It's just too long candle, which system wouldn't allow. But system is restricted to 3 trades per day. It will not enter more if it will have more these chances. This is the example of how system use targeting. This is actually Bullseye indicator which I made. It draw Fibonacci levels. It also is great for any system which use swing trading. You can find it much beneficial. I use actually this indicator or targeting for any of my system, and it's really of high accuracy. Actually, we had this trade. I don't even remember, was it this morning or yesterday? I draw it here. This is 138 Fibonacci. Yes, and you see it was here touched by the pip. Here also two separate times. So it's really highly accurate. Rush will check how many these fib zones it will try to catch. Some zones are more important, some are less. All that is in the rules. I will not go too much into detail. This is an example of my live account. I started trading live Rush at beginning of September. Pity I actually had a great win streak at very beginning, which I missed. But anyway, it's really amazing start. I already I deposited 6,000 euros, and this is already great start, great profit. Here you can see some statistics. Win rate was 70%, which is almost identical as I got during back testing when it was, I think, 76% or something like that. Drawdown is currently very low, 22%, but that will increase eventually. This is results from the back testing. 2090, you can see really amazing results. This was tested with 5% risk. You see almost all, every month is positive. There was 2 in drawdown and let's say 2 in around break even. All the rest really high profit. You can see that it takes just 2 months to double your account. So it's really fast gain. You don't need to wait too much after drawdown or while system is in range. It will very fast recover and put again at great track. This is current year. I need to test it for last 2 months, but it's similar. It was some drawdown here, but again, actually September was 100%, but I missed some early trades. So we see here every month positive. Like I said, August I think was in drawdown, some 40% or something like that. So all the other months was really in high profit. So it's a very fast system, but it have its costs. Its cost is drawdown. It is really impossible to expect with this huge profit to not to risk anything. So with that low time frame, I also must mention that most systems on 5 minutes time frame are scalping. This is actually isn't scalping. System will check. Sometimes it will aim for like just 15 pips or so, but on other occasions it will even try to catch 50 pips. So it's not scalping, but system always check current market condition, current swings, and it will try to benefit the most of it. This is some key information. This is the monthly average that you can expect, which is 30% in average. That will be also around 200 pips monthly. Drawdown is 56% if traded with 3% risk per trade. You see here some more drawdown from the Ultima. Ultima had less drawdown with that risk, but also much less profit. So it's really up to you what's your appetite for the profit and the drawdown, and you will see what suits you the best. Win rate is around 74-75% risk on the last 700 trades. Okay, this was already mentioned. So like I said, it's really more than possible to double your account every 2 months, even if that really sounds too amazing, but my account is already proving it after just 2-3 weeks. So everything is going like during back testing, and I really made an amazing system. It have its risks, but I really tested it for huge amount of candles. It was like 150,000 candles, something like that. That was 2,000 trades. So I never ever tested any system that far. I wanted to be sure, just because system it is more riskier, but also it was very rigorously back tested with 99.9% tick data with dynamic spread and swap. So it was practically basically the same as with live trading. This is back testing results of 5% risk per setup. Some of you might think this is like nothing happened. I hear that many times with all my system, but this is a accumulation. So here already around here we have like 1000% risk, but it's too difficult to spot when numbers accumulate and go to these high numbers. So it's actually not flat. If we check month by month, you can also check on my FX book link and go over mouse, and you will see percentages here, which are really huge. You can see also drawdown with 5% risk is pretty high. I will talk about it a little later. So we will not focus only on the profit. You see profit here is 21,000%, which is really total crazy, but more than possible. And I will prove it on my live account very, very soon. For you that doesn't want to risk that much, this is 1% risk per setup. Here you can see much more better how this graph looks. You see there wasn't any flat line. Here was just for like 2 months maybe, and it started rising again. So you see system actually never get in any range that were over like 2 months. So here it was like 2 months, and here also. But as you see from the very start, system just go up. It's much more noticeable on lower risk per setup. Profit is also great. If you want to invest more money, of course you will risk less and still earn huge. And you see there wasn't any large drawdowns anywhere. This is also last 2 years. This is overview of a risk setup. I will talk now about the drawdown. It's very important not just to focus on profit. Most traders like to do that, but we are trying to be fully transparent with you and talk not just about positive, but also about negative side. So you must decide for yourself what is your appetite, how much you are willing to risk. I will tell you how I trade and how I plan to trade. When I will double my account or make 300%, I will most likely withdraw at least partial investment or full, and then trade only with from my profits. And that will happen really fast. So if you say, drawdown is just too big with 5% risk, yes, it is, but it will not happen regularly. It happened just maybe once or twice in 2 years. It can happen tomorrow. I'm not saying it won't, but it's not something that you will see often, but you must also be prepared for it. So if you are willing to risk that much, you must be prepared for that. You can see here for 3%, it's much less. It's around 50%. That's same size as with Ultima, and also amazing, totally crazy number. Also here, you must be aware that making 100% profit yearly in Forex is something that is totally great result, and it's really hard to find more stable long-term and logical system that make such numbers. It's not a grid or martingale system. You are pretty much aware how I work, how Ultima work. This is very similar, but I made it much faster for you, much more profitable for you that aren't patient that much, but want to see results really, really fast. So the drawdowns are the price for it. So you must be prepared for it. But also, if you are risk just 1% risk, your drawdown will be totally low, totally acceptable, and still earn a great deal of the money. That would be pretty much all from my side. Chris, I leave it to you from here now on, and feel free to ask me questions on the chat.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mislav. Great stuff. I will switch the presentations back so indeed I can continue. Let's see, waiting for that option. So yeah, great, very interesting. As you can see, all the numbers, of course, to crunch and to review. But obviously, 5% risk setup, the uh, most risk prone. 3% medium, 1% is more moderate, obviously, and that choice is yours with the rental version. And with the profit share, the availability of the 5 and 3% is there. So a lot of flexibility when choosing. The only thing you need to keep in mind is that there is a minimum capital, and that's something I want to discuss, but I'm not able to share my screen somehow. Let's see if I can change that. Yes, now I can. Good. All right, now you should be seeing my screen. That makes it a bit more easier. So so I already started talking about how to join the Rush EA. So there are two versions. We want to offer as much choice and as much flexibility as we can. So for some of you, maybe you want to do both. It's not either or. It's possible to do both, or you can choose the one that you think fits you best. With the rental, of course, there's an upfront fee and cost that needs to be paid, and then you can trade at the EA, the Rush EA. With the profit share, there's no upfront fee or cost, but then there's a profit share when there is profit. So that's the difference. With the rental, you can basically, we did the math, and yeah, if you have anywhere between about 3 to 15,000, it does have a benefit. It is cheaper. Whereas if you are trading with 1 to 3,000, the profit share might be advantageous for you, looking at the numbers at least. Not looking, of course, at what works best maybe from a trading psychology point of view for you. Or if you have more than 15,000 euros that you want to trade with the CA, it could make sense to do both, the rental and the profit share, for instance. So there's a lot of benefit with this flexibility, I think, for you, the member, to choose. And if you have any questions, which one is better for you, feel free to do that right now, right here. And I see already one question that has been answered. Or reach out to us with the website, of course, email address, and ask us directly. But these two options, let's dive a little bit more into these two options then. First of all, on the profit share. So first of all, with the 5% risk per setup, the minimum capital is 1,000 euros. So it's relatively low, for Forex trading. And if you go up to 10,000 euros, it's a 30% share that is shared with profit when there is profit at the end of the month. If you trade with more than 10,000 euros, it's 25%, so it goes lower, of course. That's an advantage for you. And how do you join? Well, the 3 steps are mentioned on the left. Step 1, open and verify account with the supported broker. 2 is deposit the funds. And 3 is actually joining the PAM. And basically, you'll find on the Rush EA page with the link at the bottom, you'll find an instruction how to do that. So very straightforward, very simple. 1,000 is the minimum, up to 10,000 is 30%, and above 10,000 it's 25%. So how does that profit share work? Well, basically, if you start, for instance, with 3,000 euros, and there is no profit that month, there's a loss, let's say, of 200 euros, then of course you don't share anything. But in the case that there is a 500 euro profit, for instance, just taking a random number, then you would share, because you have 3,000 capital, net capital we're looking at, then you would share 30% of that profit with us, that is 150 euros, and keep the rest, that's 350. And what you do with that, if you keep it on the account or take the profit and put it in your pocket and remove it, that's up to you, of course. But you would have 3,350, which is 3,500 minus 150. So the rental is basically the same first step: open and verify the account with the trusted broker, and basically then purchase the EA rental version, and then launch the Rush EA after getting instructions from us through the email. Install it and look at the instructions that you get in the email. If you live in the US, you would not be able to set up the account in step 1, and in that case the prices are about 30% higher. Okay, just be aware of that. So everyone who can set up an account with our trusted broker, that's mandatory. But if you can't, because the broker doesn't allow you, some countries are not allowed by our supported broker, unfortunately. So in that case, you cannot fulfill step 1. And in that case, though, the prices are about 30% higher for you. Just keep in mind that you are aware of that, so that you're not unpleasantly surprised. Okay? So here's a full overview. The 5% profit share model and the 3% profit share model are available. The 1,000 euro minimum capital is valid for the 5% profit share. And the 3% risk per setup, the minimum capital for that is 5,000 euro. So just be aware of that the minimum of 1,000 euros is valid for the 5%. Okay? For the 3%, the minimum capital does go up to 5,000 euros. Just be aware of that. And but it gives you a lot of flexibility to reduce the risk if you think that it's too risky, and find something that you feel comfortable with if you wanted to do that with no upfront costs. Of course, if you cannot open an account with the supported broker, then you would need to do the rental, and or if you prefer the rental, if you can open a profit share account but you prefer the rental, of course we have 3 options basically: a monthly, a 3-month, and a 6-month. And it's at 249 euros, 549, and 899. Getting a little bit cheaper, of course, if you commit to a longer period of time. It has a maximum capital. So for those that want to trade with more capital, then the way to solve that would be to add profit share and mix it with profit share and rental. And basically, the VPS is something that is optional, that could be added, and that is something that you could do on your own. Or you could keep it running on MT4, although I wouldn't necessarily advise that. I think a VPS makes sense. Or you can choose the VPS from Mislav Nikolic, which is a 47 euro one-time fee and 68 euros per month, if I remember correctly. That is not included in this price. That's extra. Of course, you can also rent the VPS on your own. The advantage of working with Mislav's VPN or VPS is the fact that he also does the monitoring for you, so that everything is running smoothly. Just be aware that the MT4 credential sharing is needed in that case. Okay, so I see some questions, but Mislav is asking that. Yeah, the VPS is optional indeed. It's not mandatory. It's just your choice, so that you can run that, but you can also run it on your own. All right. So that was a quick introduction. I hope is everything clear regarding the rental and the profit share. Both are available. You know, we that might make it a bit more complicated, but we really wanted to make sure that you have that choice and flexibility, and I hope that is clear. So if you have anything that is, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Once again, each type or each method has three steps: the profit share and the rental. And just yeah, obviously feel free to choose one that suits your trading psychology. With the profit share, it's just great that you don't have any upfront costs. Then again, with rental, you have you control maybe more things like your risk, for instance, and of course, there's an advantage of lower costs if the EA is performing positively. So hopefully that's clear. We're going to take a look now at the raffle. I'm going to do this live here. Let's add all the names, and I'm not going to share the raffle itself, I guess, because of privacy reasons and the email addresses that are otherwise shared, and that would not be good. So, but I'm going to click on pick a random item right now. 3, 2, 1, and let's see what the winner is. All right, I got it. I have to paste it though because I have an ad blocker that I that I need to turn off first of all, and then I'll be able to paste that email address. Alrighty, we got the winner. I'm going to paste the email address right there. So that's the winner, the lucky winner. Congratulations. Great job. And you have gotten a free 6-month rental version free of charge. There you go. Lucky winner. Always fun to give something there like that. All right. So summary, basically a quick overview. Yeah, it's an automated system. So hopefully there is passive income. Of course, forex trading is always risky, so some months could be negative. Not only that, drawdowns could be substantial, as you can see. So always, trade with capital that you can afford to lose and risk. But one thing is for sure, it is automated, so no work is needed on our side or your side. It has been properly back tested with the 99% modeling accuracy. There's a full flexibility here. It takes basically advantage of the Eurodollar 5-minute chart, so shorter trades and more trades, quicker trades because it aims at shorter targets, closer targets basically, but we consider that higher risk, okay? So here, of course, that risk can be or how do you say that, reduced, depending on the risk you take per setup. Keep in mind that you can change that. The 5% risk, of course, is the most riskiest. It gets the most gains, but also has the most drawdown. Whereas if you would take the 3% risk, the expected average gain, I should say, okay, because every month, of course, is going to be different. 1 month is going to be higher, 1 month could be less, 1 month could be negative. So this is an average, and it's never going to be every month exactly like that. And the drawdown will be then lower, of course. Okay, but the minimum is 5,000 euros. And the Russia 1% is only available with the rental version, as far as I understand. And yes, it is available with the rental. And of course, that's the lowest risk, lowest average gain, and lowest drawdown. All right, the lucky winner is informed and is very happy with that. So always great to see that. So there we go. Check out the link here, elitecurrency.com/forex -CFD /rush -EA for all of the info and information there. I'm surprised you actually hear that. I didn't expect that you can hear my cat. It's good to know that. I will keep that in mind for the next one. Yeah, indeed. As Nikita says, hope that the EA delivers for you and the rest of everyone that is going to join. Um, so far, my account is up 15%. Mislav's is up even more. And of course, that always depends a little bit on the starting moment that just that you have. You can be sometimes a bit lucky and bump into a winning streak at the start. Sometimes you can be unlucky and have a drawdown at the start. Those things are part of trading, of course. But yeah, very excited about it. And I'm enjoying the automated trading myself. I'm also trading this with my own capital, like with all the EAs that Elite Currency has mentioned before. So no other questions. I think we can call it a day, I guess. Or is there still some last minute question? Of course, feel free to check out the Rush EA page. It has a lot of info there. So I'm sure that if there is anything, you can check it out there, and you'll be able to find a lot of info. This webinar will be also uploaded to that page. And of course, you can also on that page find out how to join the profit share member, the instructions, or the rental. Of course, all of that is there. All right. So, thanks again, and see you very soon in the next webinars, folks. Good trading. Cheers.